Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. It is the day before Thanksgiving. And I love the day before Thanksgiving. I'm going to be real straight to the point, but I just want to say this real quick. My family's from Louisiana, as y'all know. So the day before Thanksgiving we're already cooking. We're already making, the gumbo or the cabbage or turkey, cornbread dressing, dirty rice, like the yams, all the things. And I just love that. I used to love the day before Thanksgiving growing up. It just takes away all of my worries. Just such a beautiful time. All right, I got my turmeric tea, and let's chit chat. So this has been on my mind for like 2 years now, and I really want to share it because I think it's going to help somebody get free. I want to talk about why many Christians start to gain a lot of weight when they get saved. I've heard this a few times from a few people who was in the world, they gave life to Christ, and while they're thriving in their spiritual life, they're thriving in their word, they're gaining weight like crazy, and they don't know why. I mean this from the depths of my soul, and I pray that it comes off right. But a lot of Christians, in my opinion, remove, well, there's some layers to it. First, when you get saved, people start thinking about, okay, so I'm going to just stop having sex, stop smoking, stop drinking, which is fine. Or stop getting drunk, I'm going to stop getting high, I'm going to stop having sex with all these different women and men. Okay, I'm not going out no more. It's just going to be me and my Bible. And that you've restricted, first, you've taken a lot of things out so quick and not replaced any of those things with healthier things. So being celibate is not wrong, but what are you replacing it with? Dancing is not sinful. So you stop going to a club, but where are you still gonna go dance? Are you still gonna go to the Zydeco? Are you gonna go salsa dancing? Are you gonna, what are you replacing that with? Okay, so you're not going to a club no more. You're not going to be jumping like it's hot, but are you still dancing? Are you exploring? First, I think it's a problem that we demonize and over-sexualize dancing. But I'm not going to go too deep on that because this will be a long video. But what are you replacing that with? So you're not, okay, so you're not twerking, but, which, I don't know why we did that. Okay. What are you replacing dancing with or going to the club with? So you're not going out to the club, but are you still going out? I love going out to salsa dancing clubs. Why not? There's nothing wrong with that. It's completely fine. I love going out. I love dancing. I love dancing. What are you replacing that with? Are you just gonna go and what are you gonna do? Okay, so you're not smoking, you're not getting high anymore. Okay, so how are you dealing with those inside things that cause the getting high? So here's what happens, and I'm going to try to break this down in a very, very easy way to digest. Dr. Gabor Mate does a great job on explaining addictions or just transference of addictions. And I don't want to say you have an addiction, but what I want to say is there are these beautiful things called endorphins that God gave us. And they really help us feel better, keep our stress levels low. So you took out all those things, you didn't replace it with anything healthy, and now you're left with this food. And here's what happens. It's a very slow build. You're having a rough day. You're having a hard day. And you slowly look forward to getting home, to having cake, to having cookies, to having pie. Or you could be a healthy eater, but you're eating a lot more. And it's because there is nothing to replace that. Are you drawing? Are you painting? Do you have a prayer community? Do you have friends? Do you find healthier ways that you're comfortable with dancing? How are you exploring your sexuality in a healthy way? Like, that's not sinful. Are you still dating? Are you still having that person-to-person interaction without sinning? I think it's also important to highlight that sin is separation from God. Dancing does not separate you from God. And I'm emphasizing that because dancing brings healthy endorphins. Getting high, that is separating you from God because you're worshiping the weed and not worshiping God. So replace that getting high with spending time in worship. Okay, so you're celibate. Fine. That is good because sex out of God's will, it does separate us from God. So what are you going to replace that with? Because what happens is food is not just food. It does help with dopamine. It does help with endorphins. But it's not supposed to be the only source, if that makes sense. And if that's all you got left that brings you pleasure, like I think what I'm trying to say is, if you're not having enough pleasure in your life, food will become that pleasure. Does that make sense? By the way, my name is Amber. Welcome to the Be Made Whole channel. I should have said it in the beginning, but that's okay. I hope that makes sense. So, you got saved, but you don't get dressed up. You're not exploring your sexuality in a healthy way. You're not dancing anymore. You're not doing anything fun. Your life is very rigid. It's very boring. You don't laugh. It's very serious. Whew, that's a tough life, sis. And I'm going to say this. Secular music, not all secular music is bad. Not all secular music is bad. You've got to have a balance. Like, just because you follow Christ don't mean you know this, know that, know this. At some point you're going to cave and you're just going to start living all crazy because you're not having pleasure. And I'm going to say this parenthetically while we're here. You should only be celibate for a certain amount of time. Because at some point, your body is just not made to be celibate for 30 years. That's a long time. I hope this makes sense. My point is, you got to make space for pleasure. Pray. Here's your prayer point for the week. Because some demons don't even have to be there, okay? Like, some demons will go when we just have more understanding of balance in Scripture. Pray this prayer point. Father, give me balance in my walk with you and show me how to have pleasure in my life without sin. My mom was the perfect model of that. My mom was a married woman, but then she was single. And my mom, we would go out and have fun. We would laugh. We had so much pleasure that I didn't need to, like, when I was sexually active, when I wasn't saved, I still wasn't going crazy because I had other ways to live my life. So I think that's all I want to say is, you gaining weight is not because Jesus makes you fat. It's because you need to balance it out. And this is what being made whole is. It's getting all those broken places together so that Christ is really the foundation of everything. You know, play, laugh. Go to a comedy show. If you don't go out to a club, go to comedy shows. Go to bars. Bars are not that bad. They're not that bad. You just sit around. What are you doing? Also, take things in context. Like, think about the activity. Go, if you're not going to go dancing, go skating. I mean, if you're not going to a club, go to a skating rink. Go skating. Go skate. I'm hungry. I need to make breakfast. Go to the side, go. It's not demonic. What you doing? Y'all wanna look at my shirt. It got bleach on it. This is my cooking shirt. Sorry, Howard, I love you. Hate you. But, you know, let's get delivered from the spirit of religion. That's what my fat, stressed, and mad. Is it just me? Or is this like my roots? I feel like I can preserve this. I don't want to throw this lemon away. Anyway, I hope that helps y'all. And subscribe to my channel. Being Made Whole is a community space, or it's going to be a space for people who struggle with morbid obesity. And we're going to work together to be made whole in Christ and to finally get free and delivered from that food addiction. Again, my name is Amber, and I hope you have a great day. This is very impromptu. It is 8:51. I'm getting ready to make my breakfast. But I figured I'd just drink my tea and talk about this. Bye.